Hello world, Patricia O'Connor here, and Frida Reba Darcy is, as you guys can see, one ear up, one ear down, and is by our side. This is Patricia O'Connor, and this is the Bonsai Balcony, and we've been seeing a lot of this little tree lately. It's because it keeps being a great time to do things to it. And what I think we'll do tonight is try to do a little bit more wiring. I have, excuse my reach. I have I think we basically changed the direction of the tree from being a semi upright to now more of a windswept. I would say that's more of a windswept. What do you think? Windswept. So, and because of that, some of the branches were already kind of hanging out, ready to be that. Like these guys. These guys are turned up. They could probably be. And the point is, I don't want to turn them pointed down. I don't think it hurts them to point them. So I could be wrong about that, but I don't think it does. I think there's enough. I've seen enough windswept trees to know that if they can do that, that's okay. I'll find out different little bit in that. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. I thought I would break out a few little toys tonight and maybe do a little bit of wiring on here, not necessarily some crazy amount, but just, you know, maybe a little bit. And then get all of the pieces kind of pointed the right direction. We shouldn't be at this a long time. I don't have a whole lot of tools at my disposal tonight. I have there we go. This is our camera kick. Quit. That's our these are our wire cutters. Probably go with that guy. These are our bonsai pliers. Good old soft bonsai pliers. These are our printers. We probably won't be using a lot of those guys. This probably be using those guys more. So with that, some of this stuff doesn't really need to be wired right now. I could get busy on kind of what I have going right here before me. I think also I'm going to move. Yeah, there we go. Move all of those goodies in a little tighter, a little closer. Got this a little closer in on me. Going to make a little adjustment there. I don't mean to flag you. You're still in the show there, Frida, for sure. All right, that looks okay. I think that'll be okay. I think that, for me, that kind of works. One thing that got mentioned last night was that Eric, who does his own, has a successful bonsai video thing going as well, mentioned that it's difficult to film show hand work without having your hands all in the set, you know, I mean all in the way. We can certainly attest to that, eh? This is bringing this guy around. Bring this part a little bit more up, I think. There. Okay, so I took that from pointed up to pointed at me. Next will be this little guy here. Mush in. Do a little mush. This. Oh God, I just got a little. Here we go. That'll be the next one. And a little readjust. Oh yeah, that's the key. I see that the key to the suspense now. Frida's corner. She's just totally thinking I'm fascinating. She's totally eating this up, and it's, oh yeah, you haven't given up all the dog treats yet. Trying to find a good place to hold this while I'm in this. And don't have it, and I'm not totally, yeah, it's pretty much blocking everything. Okay, sit over here. Yeah, let's see. There we go. Oh, that's fine. That's the end of it. That's fine. We can leave it there. That's fine. Okay, so that's got that one. That's got that one. I would like to bring. You, Tina, Frida Reva Darcy, the sweetest little bonsai helper a person could ever have. For $1. Isn't that the way that old saying goes? Need this outside piece. I think I need to bring that in. Probably quite a bit. Yeah. Now, having a hard time seeing this piece. Okay. I was having a hard time seeing it, but I do see it. Do see it now. Okay. That's adequately wide. Colors. There you go. Everybody's got them. Okay, I'm going to do one at a time, and I'm going to hook this in. And by hook, I mean I'm going to take advantage of a tiny amount of space in between the branch and the wire. I don't know if you can see that. Probably can't. But yeah, that was the idea, was to, I just looped that or hooked that underneath an older wire, kind of separated from the branch. You know, I was saying it was separated that much. So I looped the wire through it. And now what I'm about to do is hook that end that I have run through. No, that wasn't me doing that. That was me doing something else that wasn't quite that. spread the heck out. You have to do it like that. We just did a show last night where I was talking about, to some extent, where I was talking about wiring. And I was kind of saying how, well, for one thing, I was saying how copper is harder to bend, which it is. And I also don't wire underneath inside the shoulder or the armpit, like so to speak, of the branch. Because when you do that, you run the risk of then bending that branch down and the wire becoming a fulcrum. And if that happens, you'll blow the shoulder out of that wire like nobody. I mean, you'll blow the shoulder out of that branch like it was nothing. Yeah, like it was nothing, Frida. I just moved the wire an inch and completely got lost. But y'all were wondering what that little moment of hesitation was. Started going a direction, and then I noticed the wire that was put on before it was running the opposite direction. I can't go that way, Patricia. Well, better late than never. Oh, which is a good time to bring up if you're laying in a second wire next to an old wire. Of course, you are going to want to make sure both of your wires are running the same direction. Everybody's trying to get a little piece of this wire as I come drifting by with it. This feels painful and small, and this is a good time to kind of I guess for lack of a better word, check yourself a little bit and feel yourself getting tense playing around in here. Just take a deep breath and relax. See, that's something. I'm not going to edit this, so you are going to see me do this in real time. And a lot of times when we see our bonsai masters doing these same moves, one, yeah, they are better at it than me, but two, if it's taking them 15 minutes to do it, you kind of see them start and you kind of see them slapping their hands together, all finished. You don't see this part. It gave me an inferiority complex watching how fast they seemingly worked until I realized, mostly because I wasn't reading all of the translation or that part wasn't translated, how much time had actually elapsed since, in between scenes. Just because I don't edit doesn't mean nobody does, I guess. So it's too small to be going in here with my hands. And so I'm just about going to be doing all of this from here on out with these little tweezers and a prayer, I guess. With my little needle nose and a prayer. And it sure does feel fairly. What are you hung up on? Oh. It's okay for you. Also, I just noticed something in a moment. I think that's got us. Now, G-pad. Okay, we'll just switch hands and do it this way. After all of that, I failed to hook. After all that, I started grabbing the branch. Started grabbing the copper wire and the branch closer together as I went up the branch and made my bend. And I got all of that to do exactly what I wanted it to do. And then when I let go and looked at it, my hook that I hooked into a wire flipped out and was hanging out there beside the branch. And I had all the rest of the wire in place. I thought it looked good. I don't think it would have worked I don't think it would work actually without being grounded. So I've still got my work to do back here. Okay, now let's see what the heck. Let's see what the heck happens. Grab it. Grab it, rabbit. It got away. Yeah. Okay. Going to reach in there with 2 sets of pliers and try to, with 1 set of pliers and 1 set of needle nose, try to make that bend. Try to make that bend happen. That was hard for me to wire. That was rather difficult for me to wire. There's some smaller branches on here that I was thinking going in that I would wire. No way. I want them to get a little fatter and a little longer. On one hand, I think I need to practice on smaller and smaller stuff. Maybe I'll practice on smaller and smaller dead stuff. I'm pretty sure if I did what I just did right now to a lesser branch, I would have it tore off. So we didn't though. What I would say we did do was we succeeded with what we were trying to do. I got that little part of that branch horizontal. Objective achieved. Do I quit with that? I mean, do I? Because I can still see where my failed hook could hook even more than where it is, but I don't like really where I'm working. Nothing against you, Frida. I don't like my position in here amongst all these branches with both hands. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Okay. Sorry, neighbors. Sorry, downstairs guys. And she's going to pick them up and do it again. Got a little bit more of a hook in that wire, and I'll also straighten out my bend a little bit in the process. So once again, we try. Guys, see that? Okay. See what we got going there? What I've done so far was wrap the wire around this branch. I don't know if I'm going to rush it in so that you can see. Find the copper pad. You can see the copper right here. And then we took this branch from straight up to more forward like its little sister. We also took this branch that was pointed up and pointed it forward. I would like to put a little bit more motion into this one farther back, and then take that tip out, and then take this guy further. Further in. Now who's in my way? Okay. So that on that angle, I'm liking all that I see there. Okay, gonna rotate around and then reframe all of this up to where we're all looking at the same. So we're all looking at pretty much the same bonsai goodness here. That's a keeper. That's a keeper. That's pretty much set on stone just the way it is. Loving that. This guy needs to go forward. Too small for me to be messing with. This guy probably the same. Yeah. This guy's too small and this guy are too small for me to take forward like this. They're already wired. But they are not very substantial compared to the wire that's attached to them. This guy could get that treatment. It's facing exactly where I would ask it to go. So no. She's such a good baby. This is our dead tree feature. There are some smaller branches that I can continue to work that way. However, I'm going to choose not to because I like them and I don't want to drag them out. I am starting to get this tree a little bit more settled though. I would also like to see this bottom branch come up more. Oh, what? I would like to see that bottom branch come up more. I think also I would like to see this guy come up a little. All right, I felt that. That was a little. I'd like to also straighten that out because I felt it twist as I did. We didn't want it to twist. We wanted it to twist. All right. Okay. Everybody be cool. Kind of trying to arrange these little guys to where they're not just needling one another. I'm sorry I did that. But yeah. I'm trying to keep parts of the tree from getting on the nerves of other parts of the tree, I suppose. Okay, that is starting to give me some space in there. That arrangement looks good. I think that looks a little funny. I'd like to bring this back branch, I'd like to bring that forward a little bit. Tilt, yeah. Why I like that? I do, I like that. I've got to that's 3. I can do, I see about 4 more I can do. I see 4 more I can do. That I can do later this summer. I think they're too small, and that is pretty flimsy. That's pretty flimsy. That's pretty flimsy as well. But you could see all those guys will go that way. And we can certainly do that. That guy can go that way as well. I can even pull that up some maybe. And then pull this kink out of it some maybe. Yeah, like that. That's a little bit more natural, I believe. Well, what is natural is that? See, I like that. Branch has a hook in it. It goes, yeah. And is that a general wire? That's a wire. Really? That is. That's a wire, and it almost appears to have lichens on it. Okay, what were you pointing at? I was pointing at this right here, which is kind of fuzzy in my glasses, but I think that's a wire. That's this copper wire. And this little splotch of lichens have climbed up on it and seem to be going to town on the copper there. So this is a little close-up, hopefully. This is a little close-up of the lichens on this guy. They are popping really white. They don't pop quite that much when not on video, but yeah. I could clean those off. There are methods to clean those off. They're not wet. It's a dry thing. Lichens are, and they don't come up overnight. They are made very, very, very slowly. To me, they're a bonsai feature unto themselves. So yeah, there's a little bonsai parasite, although parasite is the right word. Anyway, I'm not getting rid of them. I've got some really cool looking little ones here. And we've got our little hollow feature here showing prominently. I can't wait to go put this tree in this pot. I'll have to wait, but yeah. Anyway, that is kind of how this is going to look at the end of the night tonight. I didn't do a whole lot to it, but we did bend about 4 branches. We wired 1 branch, we bent about 4. And let's do a little roundy wound. I should put Frida on the table and do a rotation of our bonsai pit bull. Yeah, that's our dead wood feature there showing up. I think the tree, I'm very fortunate. A lot of my trees, I would say, and this is probably a reflection of me just not knowing jack squat, but I would say a lot of my trees look good from pretty much all angles. I'm wondering if I still need to pull this branch up. I like the spacing of this branch that I was just considering pulling up more than I did the other day when I increased the space. When I pulled this branch up a little bit, I think that was the desired effect, actually. I think I like that better than bringing that bottom branch up more than what I've already done there. And I've already done some there. Alright. Okay. Coming back on around. Like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. That's probably all I will do to this tree this summer. That should be all I do to it. It will not be getting candle pruned the way the Japanese black pines will. I am not supposed to repot it for a minute, although I'm already feeling fairly antsy about that. Kind of wanting to slip pot that just because but it's only been a couple of weeks. That almost makes me think I could get away with it because it's only been a couple of weeks. But really, this is a real mature tree, and thou shalt not screw around with the real tree. So yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I feel pretty good about the motion we got. In all of those branches, except for this guy needs to come down a little more. Just decided. Snap. No, just kidding. Okay. Yeah, I feel good about that. All of it. Loving all of it. There it is. I think all of those branch placements You see all those going that way. That just kind of, you know, and at the bottom looks pretty clean now at this point. I should clean up the bottom even more, but I'm not going to do a lot of needle reduction until at least some of that stuff is at least like third year or something. Then I can, you know, then I can cut it okay without getting all hysterical. Okay, thank you so much for watching.